So my name is Ankur, and today we have Mr. Atul Kumar with us to discuss about the major handling instructions of stainless steel panel tanks during installation time. So in this video we are going to talk about the major precautions we should take during installation, and we would recommend you to watch this video till the end, because this is going to be very important if you are going to buy a stainless steel panel tanks and you are planning to install it in near future. So it is very important to take care of every stage very carefully, because these are stainless steel tanks, and we need to take few measures to make sure it should not corrode, it should not rust, and it should perform under a very good performance and efficient way. So let's start with Mr. Atul Kumar. So he will explain further, regarding the major crane operations, how to load and unload it, and how to make it more efficient, basically. So, sir, please.
Yeah. First of all, we would like to discuss about the unloading part of the tank.
Right.
If we want to load and unload, first of all we don't have to use the ceilings, wire ceilings in this. We have to use only belts.
Okay.
And there should be always 60° while loading or unloading of the tank through cranes or whatever means it should to be done.
Okay.
Secondly, I would like to tell you that while fixing or installation of the tank, it is recommended minimum 60 centimeters of space around the tank, so that we can go for maintenance very easily.
Right.
And for loading, if in future, it is recommended that it should be 100 centimeters from the top of the ceilings if it is inside.
So it can be easily accessible.
Yes, it can be easily accessible.
Right.
And it is most important while the work is going on around the tanks, it is advisable not to go on the tank with the shoes which we are using on the floors.
Right.
It should be cleaned,
Right.
so that the dust particles or the iron particles should not go to our stainless steel tanks.
Right. So it can corrode later.
It can corrode later.
Right.
It will not show you your consequences at once. It
Right.
will take time, and it will be in the form of corrosion on the tanks.
So, viewers, it is very important not to wear dustful shoes and you just step on the tank. You make sure your shoes and everything is very clean, so that dust particle or iron particles should not be sticked on the tank. So it may cause corrosion on later stage. So it's very important point to note it down. Yeah. So yeah, please continue. So basically we receive so many similar kind of issues from our customers, and that is the reason we are today sitting and we are making a video for you. Because I remember one case study. One of our customers, he ordered one stainless steel panel tank, and he wanted to install that tank on a MS structure. So what happened? He installed that tank first, and after that he performed so many grinding, welding and cutting activities to make a handrail basically around the tank, and the tank was installed. And these activities, due to these activities, what happened after 2 or 3 months, he realized that his tank is getting corroding, due to the MS particles or iron particles which came out from the welding and cutting activities. What happened exactly? It happened due to the bimetallic reaction happened. Yes. Because there were some iron grill he was trying to make, and those particles stick on the tank. He didn't clean that tank after doing these activities, and those particles, they converted into rust after a few months. So that complaint we received, and we want to recommend you, do not perform any such activities near the tank, any kind of welding, cutting or grinding activity, which is very important. Yeah. So related plumbing, I would like to Mr. Atul, he will explain like what all precautions we should take. Please.
So now we want to talk about the plumbing side, that it is instructed that we have to use the flexible joints always to avoid any vibrations caused due to the usage of the tank or through the climatic conditions, what you say, earthquake or whatever it may be. So it is advisable. Secondly, all the pipelines should be supported. It should not be hanged. It should be supported so that it can give us life, as well as it will cause less damage to the tanks if there is some kind of vibrations.
Okay. So you are saying like below the pipelines we
Yes.
should put some good kind of support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it should be clamped. It should not be only capped. It should be clamped also.
Okay, clamp.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you also recommend like what type of piping we should use in the tank?
Yeah. I must highly recommend that we only use CPVC or stainless steel. We don't use MS pipelines,
Okay.
because in between, if the water is held in those pipelines, it will cause rust, and if that water goes to the tank, it can cause further rust inside the tanks.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a very important point to be noted here. Like whenever you are installing a stainless steel tank, make sure from our side we recommend to use PVC pipes or stainless steel pipes. Do not use MS pipes because it can cause rust, as Atul-san said right now. So also like any other further instructions whenever we're installing the pipes, do we need to flush out the pipes or something else?
Yeah, it is the necessary, it is the most important. And I think that everybody is doing that. Before using the tank and the pipelines, we have to flush the pipelines as well tank also.
Right.
Because while doing the work, maybe it is possible that something is inside the tank,
Right.
which can choke the pipes also.
Okay.
So it is highly recommended before using the tank, we have to flush the pipes as well as the tanks.
So what we will do is we will go to the floor area and we will show you all these instructions which we explained now. Like we will explain you the loading and unloading precautions. We will explain you the anchors which we put on the civil foundation. We will tell you the basic joints which we are talking about, like which can save your tank from the vibrations and earthquake. So we will explain each and everything, and we will later on we'll come back and we'll explain further other things which need to be taken care. So till then we'll see you.
Okay. You can see that now we are on site, and we are using stainless steel pipes for the transfer of the liquid which we are going to store in the tank. So we have talked about the supports which we have to use in our pipelines. So you can see this. So these type of supports and the clamping we have to use to avoid any vibrations. You just see another. You have to fix your distance so that you should not have any vibrations during the transfer of the liquid.
Okay.
Here we can see that we are having the CPVC or plastic or PP pipe. So that is also clamped. So we have to use only two types of our pipelines. One is stainless steel, and another is PP.
Okay. Here also we can see how beautifully they have put it the support below the pipeline, so that it could save the tank from vibrations and any other natural calamities. So it looks like this. You see, this is a pedestal type foundation on which this panel tank is installed. Now Atul-san will describe how to do a anchoring and what anchoring is good, which type of anchor bolts we use.
As you see that we are using this Hilti make bolts, anchoring bolts. So if you can see, we are having boxes. In this box we are having one bolt of nuts in sets, and you just see this is the setter for Hilti make only, for which we are going to set our anchor bolt inside the holes.
Okay.
Now, if you can see here, first we have drilled one hole from
Civil foundation.
civil foundation,
Yes.
and after that we have put this setter inside, and after that through that we have to put inside this bolt in the hole.
Okay. So how do we do that? Like we will use any drill or something?
We have to use the hammer drill for this.
Hammer drill.
Because
Okay.
this is a paste which is having concrete
Okay.
stones,
Okay.
which is not easy to insert.
Okay.
So we need that hammer drill so that it can go inside while rotating like
Oh,
this.
Okay.
After that, it should be inserted till here.
Okay.
We have to fix up till where we have to put the hole inside.
Okay.
Then we will fix this nut like this,
Okay.
and then we have to drill inside.
Okay. Okay.
And we have to give some time for setting so that it can be fixed.
Okay. So I'll show you the product the close. And this is the product. You can see it's from the Hilti. So we recommend this anchoring to be done in stainless steel panel tanks by Beltecno.
So now I'm back from the site visit, and as we discussed, if we perform all activities as we discussed in the video, and Atul sir explained each handling instructions, like how to install your tank in a proper way. So I am sure you will be able to increase the working efficiency and the total life of stainless steel panel tank which we are going to supply, and maybe you have already received it. So any further information if you want to know about the stainless steel panel tank, you can always visit our blog on our website, which is www.beltecno-global.com, or else you can drop us an email on sales@beltecnoindia.com, and we will definitely get in touch with you and will be happy to help you in installation of your stainless steel panel tank. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll be back soon with something new to share with you. Thank you so much.